The Kelly Clarkson Show once again got a guest host on Monday's episode, April 21st, with Andy Cohen filling in for host Kelly Clarkson in what marks her 11th absence from her talk show this spring. Much like guest hosts in previous episodes, Cohen was originally announced as a guest on the show and then moved into a hosting role at the last minute. He didn't offer any details on Clarkson's whereabouts. In March, during the first round of Clarkson's absences from her couch, Entertainment Tonight reported that guest hosts, who were originally booked as guests on the show, didn't know ahead of time that Clarkson wouldn't be there due to privacy reasons. The outlet also stated that when they arrived at the studio, they were given the option to guest host. Cohen's April 21 guest hosting episode marks his second time filling in for Clarkson. He first guest hosted The Kelly Clarkson Show in mid-March. As a result of her absence from yet another episode of The Kelly Clarkson Show, the well-known pop artist, who is now hosting a daytime talk show, has sparked a wave of alarm and conjecture among her fans. Fans and industry insiders are buzzing with worries about her health, personal life, and the future of her Emmy-winning program as a result of the absence, which marks the third time in recent weeks that she has been absent. These unexpected gaps in Clarkson's generally steady schedule have spurred a deeper inquiry into what might be happening behind the scenes. Clarkson has earned a reputation for her ability to connect with others, her resiliency, and her constant commitment to her work ethic. Absences that follow a pattern. During the most recent episode that was not broadcast, which took place on April 22, 2025, a guest host took over the role of the show's host. Clarkson was not present for the taping, according to sources close to the production, and viewers were not given an official reason since there was no official explanation supplied. Previously, in March, there were two occurrences that were quite similar to this one, in which reruns and pre-recorded pieces filled the vacancy. Particularly on social media sites, there has been a flurry of activity from followers who have expressed both concern and intrigue. A wide variety of posts have been made, ranging from sincere expressions of support to speculative discussions regarding possible explanations for her absence. Hashtags such as have briefly gained significance. The organization that represents Kelly Clarkson has not disclosed any information, and the only statement that has been issued is a brief one. Kelly is taking some personal time and will be back soon to continue delivering the show that her fans love. In spite of the fact that the ambiguity of the response is not unheard of in the entertainment industry, it has not been able to adequately address the growing number of concerns. Does Clarkson have a problem with her health these days? Does she have a family concern that requires her attention at this time? Alternatively, might this be an indication that the multi-hyphenate celebrity, who is juggling parenting, television, and music, is experiencing burnout? The requirements of television during the day. There is a lot of work involved in hosting a daily talk show. Even the most seasoned entertainers might experience burnout as a result of the monotony of producing new content 5 days a week, frequently while also juggling personal commitments, rehearsals, and promotional appearances. Clarkson, who debuted The Kelly Clarkson Show in 2019, has garnered accolades for her genuineness and her capacity to connect with both the guests and the audience members who watch her appearances. Throughout its history, her program has routinely placed among the best daytime programs and has been with a number of Daytime Emmy Awards. Her show is a combination of celebrity interviews, musical performances, and poignant human interest tales. On the other hand, the unrelenting pace of the industry might be beginning to catch up. Clarkson's hands-on style, in which she frequently takes part in creative sessions and insists on maintaining a personal connection with her audience, is said to be part of the reason for her exhaustion, according to those who are familiar with the situation. "Kelly puts everything she has into the show," said a source who was familiar with the production but wished to remain nameless. "She is not someone who is able to fake it, and that level of intensity is not something that can be maintained indefinitely." Speculations regarding health and previous struggles. Fans have also noted that Clarkson has a history of health problems, which they believe could be a contributing cause. In 2019, she was diagnosed with appendicitis and underwent emergency surgery to treat it. Shortly after the procedure, she miraculously returned to work to host the Billboard Music Awards. In more recent times, she has been more forthcoming about her difficulties with mental health, particularly after her divorce from Brandon Blackstock in the year 2020. Clarkson has provided interviews in which she has acknowledged the emotional toll that the divorce has taken on her, as well as the pressures that she faces in sustaining her career while co-parenting her two children, River and Remington. Could repeated absences be an indication of a resurgence of health problems, whether they be mental or physical? There have been posts on social media that have speculated about a variety of topics, including voice strain, which is a problem for a singer who is known for her powerful performances, and burnout caused by stress. On the other hand, these are still speculations because there is no concrete information. It is undeniable that Clarkson's willingness to be upfront and honest about her weaknesses has won her the affection of her fans, who are now taking to social media to express their support and encouragement. One of the users remarked, "Kelly has never failed to be honest with us. In the event that she requires a break, I sincerely hope that she is taking care of herself." A rearrangement of priorities? The personal life of Clarkson is another topic that has been the subject of inquiry. Since her divorce, she has been quite open about the importance of putting her children first and finding a healthy balance in her life. Recent sources indicate that she may be considering new creative, one of which being the possibility of making a comeback to the music industry with a new album that is scheduled to be released in the latter half of 2025. Are these absences a sign that she is taking a purposeful break from the talk show in order to concentrate on her family or her profession as a recording artist? Throughout her entire life, Clarkson's music has been an essential component of who she is. Her album Chemistry, which was released in 2023, was considered a commercial and critical triumph, and it received accolades for its unfiltered examination of her divorce. Fans have been eagerly anticipating new material, and some people believe that she may be refocusing her efforts on the studio in order to fulfill their expectations. One of Kelly's fans was quoted as saying, "I'm all for it if she's taking time to make music or be with her kids." On the website, "The show is fantastic, but she needs to make decisions that are in her best interest." The Kelly Clarkson Show's prospects for the future. The impact that these absences will have on the Kelly Clarkson Show is the more significant question that arises concerning them. In the highly competitive environment of daytime television, keeping consistency is essential to retaining the allegiance of an audience. Clarkson's magnetism is the show's undeniable heart. Despite the fact that the show boasts a great team and a wide roster of guest hosts, including frequent fill-ins like Kelly Rowland and Common. Absences that are either prolonged or frequent run the danger of alienating viewers and may lead executives at the network to reevaluate the course that the show is taking. Having said that, Clarkson's history indicates that it is quite improbable that she will completely exit the market. Her dedication to the people that watch her show has been a defining characteristic, and the success of the show is a testimonial to the vision she had for it. In any case, these absences might cause a reorganization, possibly with a reduced filming schedule or an increase in the number of episodes that have been pre-recorded in order to satisfy her requirements. NBC, which is the network that airs the show, has a vested interest in ensuring that Clarkson is content with her life, since networks are becoming increasingly sensitive to the mental health and well-being of its stars. Clarkson's connection represents a powerful force. The capacity that Clarkson possesses to establish a true relationship with her audience is what distinguishes her from the other celebrities in the world of celebrity. The image of her as the approachable, down-to-earth Texan who sings from the heart and says what's on her mind has been maintained throughout her career, beginning with her days on American Idol and continuing with her present status as a daytime mainstay. It is because of this authenticity that her absences feel so personal to her admirers. They are not simply missing a presenter, rather, they are concerned about a friend. Following the continuation of conjecture, supporters are holding out hope that Clarkson is merely taking the time she requires to recharge her batteries. It is possible that Clarkson's willingness to step back, even momentarily, is a sign of strength rather than weakness. The entertainment industry has had an excessive number of stars burn out as a result of the demanding schedules they have been required to adhere to. According to a tweet from an admirer, "She's human, just like us." No matter what is going on, I am hoping that she will be able to bounce back even stronger. Take a look ahead. The mystery that has been surrounding Kelly Clarkson's absences has not yet been brought to a conclusion. Her supporters are keeping a close eye on her and sending their best wishes her way, regardless of whether she is taking a break for reasons related to her health, her family, or a purposeful stop to concentrate on new projects. As The Kelly Clarkson Show continues to air with guest hosts and content that has been pre-recorded, the anticipation for her return from her absence continues to increase. Clarkson has always been refreshingly imperfect, which is a feature that makes her both approachable and resilient. This is especially true in an industry that frequently demands perfection. She has not yet reached the conclusion of her story, regardless of the cause for her recent absences. As she navigates this phase, her audience will be waiting for her, ready to cheer her on when she steps back into the glare of the spotlight.